Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you're watching me from. Many a times we're seeing relationship end prematurely, and we keep wondering if it's too hard for two people to keep working on and expecting a happy ending. Starting up a relationship is like being enrolled in a school. You learn to improve yourself and get better as you grow in it. My name is Dominic Isuchukwu. Please, if you're new to this channel, turn on the notification button, subscribe, like, share, and comment. Let's get down to the business of the day. Today's section I titled it the criteria for a healthy relationship. The criteria for a healthy relationship. Number 1, be yourself. Be yourself. We should first accept the reality that while relationship has the potential to be fairly sweet and simple, they are often terribly complicated. When two people with separate minds, past, and set of baggage come together, the future will not likely be one smooth sail into the sunset. Falling in love can be the most joyful experience in one's life, yet we tend to underestimate the level of fear, anxiety, sadness, and even anger you can stay up. Being yourself does not mean bringing all your bad habits or character to the table. With that phrase, if they truly love you, they must accept you for who you are. You can't change yourself. I salute you, Oshe, baddest. Being yourself means willingness to change and accept your faults. Willingness to say I'm sorry because you are willing to see a working relationship rather than letting your ego or your pride ruin what you have going. It's good trying to make positive change for yourself, but neither of you should be expecting the other to revamp their entire personality or appearance just for the sake of the relationship. Your relationship should not interfere in your daily activity, personal space, and most importantly, your work, because relationship is meant to improve you, not to keep you in bondage. Number 2, bring all the love to the table. Bring all the love to the table. Finding love can be one of the most intense experiences in life. Life is all about change and transition. Nothing starts the same as much as we may sometimes want it to, because that notion makes us feel more secure and safe. Inevitably, the twists and turns of our past relationship may tend to be an obstacle. The fear to trust, the insecurity built on our mind within those times, and not wanting to be called a move because our friends and co-spouses will say we love too much. Lastly, not being seen doing wifey or husband duty. Bringing all the love comes with caring unconditionally once both of you are connected. No one should be said to be privileged being in that relationship, because I've had people say I'm privileged to have met him or her. Once both of you feel comfortable with each other, there must be mutual respect and, most importantly, growing and striving together. Once you are in a new relationship, allow the fear, insecurity, anxiety, and mistrust of the past to remain in the past. Rebuild a future that is filled with words of affirmation, having quality time together, commitment, devotion to your partner, and most importantly, enjoy love to the fullest. Why are you always worried about what people will say? You should first accept the fact that you are in love with him or her, not with them or what people will say. If truly it's love, consciously or unconsciously, you tend to let the love out and be unapologetic about it. Number 3, what are your reasons for choosing him or her? What are your reasons for choosing him or her? Oftentimes we hear ladies say things like, I want a dark-skinned man, tall, financial and physical fitness, handsome, and what have you. This option made her become so picky that she clouded her judgment of a perfect man based on those qualities. And the guys, like the normal language on social media, a Nicki Minaj look, a Cardi B vibe, and a touch of Choma Jesus. Sometimes you tend to see people stay in a relationship with someone they are not attracted to because they seem like the only option available. Or is it the case of a guy staying with a lady because they are not buoyant enough to go after the ones they want, so they resort to the available option? So what happens when they could afford them? Brave fact is up, right? An intended partner must have this notion of choosing themselves based on attraction, want, and need. They should be attracted to each other, want each other, and as well need each other. When you engage some ladies in a conversation and you hear words like, please, I want a man that I will show my friends and they will be jealous of him, I start to wonder how we got here. Your friends that won't be there when you will be dealing with cheating or maltreatment from this said man of yours. And they forget easily that a man that will make everyone jealous will equally keep her on her toes, being overprotective. The guys will tell you, I want my girl to have big ass and boots, which leaves me with the question, what has this got to do with choosing a right partner? This has equally pushed some ladies to getting it done artificially. Please, for those who have this mindset, erase it. Choosing a potential partner requires opposite attraction, character justification, which you proceed to learning about their weaknesses and strengths in order to know if it fits into yours. Lastly, looking out for the possibility of a long-term plan between the two of you, because while choosing a partner, it's assumed is going to lead to marriage. So all the tall, dark skin and big ass has nothing to contribute in choosing a partner. Number 4, everything is not a red flag. Everything is not a red flag. Building a relationship comes with patience. You must have lots of it. Always remember that the word spoken to your partner in anger cannot be taken back, and a momentary loss of control over an issue that is inconsequential can create a lasting damage. Patience gives partner time to work on their relationship if they are willing to exploit it. One could tell that social media will make you think everything is a red flag, because I've seen write-ups or article on what he or she will do, and you automatically know it's a red flag. Things like, if he or she is no longer talking to you like they used to, then it's a red flag, because it means they are entertaining other conversation. Or if they are hiding you from their friends, then it's a red flag. By virtue of being in a relationship, one could assume you are an adult. So what happens to patiently communicating with your partner on your observation and hear what he or she has to say? You should always bear in mind that you never came to each other's life for good times alone. Both of you are two different characters. Most of the time, your approach and way of analyzing issues differs. So if truly love exists between the two of you, you will realize that red flag will always be a last option when all other options has been exhausted, because the both of you at all times are willing to find an amicable way to address your issues. Number 5, don't be a liability to yourself. Don't be a liability to yourself. You must be wondering why I said to yourself, right? It's so crazy how we live in a generation where someone who could not afford an iPhone 13 or original human hair is demanding it from a man who is barely meeting up needs, not just for himself, but for his family as well, all in the name of relationship. Or a man who keeps lying to his woman just to extort money from her, all in the name of, I want to start up a business. They are actually a liability to themselves because they do not know the value of money and hence cannot be productive even when they are given the chance to, because their minds are centered on taking from their partners. That's why you see them moving to the next available relationship if their needs are not forthcoming. There are certain people in a relationship that are just there to add up the numbers or balance the scale of I have a relationship. They do not seem to have a vision or understand the reason for being in that relationship. Every relationship is aimed at adding to life, not to take from it. I remember a conversation I had with a friend of mine. She said she ended a relationship because the guy keeps providing for her, that she felt useless. This happened while she was out of school. Now she has a job and can tell the story herself. It's actually okay for someone who truly loves you and willing to give you a better life to do that. But knowing when to draw the line is also important to avoid a state of being entitled to it or getting to the level of self-finish. If the man or a woman coming into your life is not going to add anything to your present value in life, then you are better off being alone. Yes, this is my criteria for a successful relationship, and I hope you do enjoy this section because this is where I draw the line for today. Please, like I said earlier, turn on the notification button, subscribe, like, share and comment. Till we meet again. It's bye from me.